Netty, and welcome back to Big and Little Thoughts with Tomahawk.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. And today we have something a little bit different. So Tom,
It's
give us a
Jacksepticeye.
Don't say that, because then people
Joking.
be like upset that it's not
Joking.
Jacksepticeye. No Jacksepticeye's here.
This week.
You're gonna give us a drum roll, Tom. We have, yeah, it was beautiful. We have Lisa from Mindvention here with us. So we're going to ask her a few questions about running an event, how she feels, how it is for her dealing with us and things like that.
A joy.
The joy. Is it your favorite thing, Lisa?
Hello! From Jacksepticeye, I'm sorry. What a letdown.
She does live in Ireland, so it's the same thing.
She still gets points. She still gets points.
But I'm sure most of you are aware of how often Tomahawk and I are off to Ireland to different Mindventions, and we thought you've obviously heard our opinions, seen our photos and things like that, but you never actually hear the opinions of the organizer, the stresses of organizing a Mindvention. So what was it that actually made you put on your first Minecraft event?
It was my son. My little boy Kieran, he started watching Minecraft, and I was just Googling around as you usually do on an evening to see exactly what the game was about, and then came across Minecon and one of the panel talks, I think, on that first, and at the time I was doing event management, and so decided that if we could do anything, we can bring these Minecraft YouTube community over to Ireland and do something for about 500 people in Galway one day.
Yeah. So what did you actually know about Minecraft before?
I knew very little. I know much more now either. Knew very, very little. And
you pick stuff up. I've noticed you know like odd bits of lingo now.
Oh, I'm getting there, but yeah, don't do it. Don't give me a quiz on it.
Well, we should have done that, Nettie. Do you want to pull together some quiz?
Oh, we should do a quiz.
It's alright, I can
What
think
has Lisa learned?
Lisa, how do you make a nether portal? How
I'm
many
just
blocks?
learning about diamond ores at the moment for another event. So yeah.
Very cool.
We can quiz her.
Yeah, I think that's another video we're going to do. One point.
We could that's the thing we could do at Mindvention. We could quiz the kids on general knowledge, and then we could quiz the parents on Minecraft knowledge.
Yeah, see who listens to who more.
Exactly.
Parents or kids.
I am writing that down right as you speak.
Was the first event doing Minecraft events, was it ever what you expected, or was it a completely different to what you imagined it being? Or because obviously your first event as well, you were very lucky in getting Dan TDM there, and so Lisa had never done a Minecraft event before. She had Dan TDM there, and so obviously the queues for meet and greets and things like that, and how upset, like a kid threw up on stage, didn't they? And because they were so nervous meeting Dan, and so like for you, like what was that experience like?
Did you ever imagine? I'm sorry.
Experience is the word. I mean, to be honest, the event was originally for 500 people. We put it out on Facebook, and the tickets went straight away. We went to visit the hotel and said, could we get any more people in the room? And they took myself and a girl that's been with me from day one, Hannah. We all know Hannah.
We all love Hannah.
She came with me to Galway, and we went and looked at the main function room. And they said, well, you can get 1,000 people in here.
Oh.
I died and said, no way, oh my goodness, no. And Hannah just wrote 990 on the top of an A4 pad and ringed it several times, and we still have it to the day on our wall because it just came from there. So anyway, we sold the tickets, no problem.
Yeah.
We got down a diamond minecart. We had Little Lizard Gaming.
Yeah.
We had quite a few people with Snake Doctor, the Mad Hatter from Galway.
What's it now?
What's that?
Whose notifications is going nuts?
Oh, that's mine.
Lisa, when we're recording, you need to turn your mobile on silent.
My mobile is silent. it's Magella. It's Jaconi Crafts. Now, okay, done.
Jaconi Crafts. Jaconi Crafts make really cool stuff at my mention, but
and Jaconi Crafts.
Stop interrupting.
Crafts are on TV tomorrow morning. Island AM. Yeah, live. So.
Wow, very cool.
Lisa records lots of videos on YouTube, everyone, hence why she knows the whole protocol and stuff like that. Oh, it's alright, we'll get her there next week.
I turned my phone off.
We could do behind the scenes, Lisa, for a
Yeah.
YouTube channel. You could do a pre-prep and you could have someone running around filming and you could be like, don't film me now!
It'll be her trying to contact us, like, they're not answering my message.
They never answer my phones when I try to ring them.
Oh,
But we'll get onto that in a second. Pardon?
That's just become part of life now. You have to check everything when Netty's on Twitter. God. My poor kid. But yeah, that was our first event, and I have to say, looking back, oh my God, it was just one long queue.
It was good though. It was good fun.
We laughed.
We were very, very honoured to have the likes of, say, I mean, geez, Dan and Little Lizard, which was great. As we were honoured to have you guys too.
Yeah.
Are you there, Tom? Sorry.
I was on Twitter saying, looking like, what was this event that Netty's gone to? And then, well, did Gizzy go to that one? Because
No.
Did he not?
No.
He went to the second one. He went to the one in January, 2 weeks later.
Yeah, that's the one he went to because I remember he saying that some kid fainted. He tweeted out saying some kid fainted on stage and everything else. And then like 20 minutes later he's like, oh, but it's fine though, don't worry. Like, I remember that.
We had, oh God, it brings me to a sad story. No, we have, at the events, obviously, we have the Red Cross, the Irish Red Cross, the Irish events. And a lovely gentleman that runs the local Red Cross over here, Sean, he was at our very first event and he didn't know what to expect. God love him. And couldn't believe that we brought all these kids into one room and they're all being very well behaved and because they all had this one passion,
Yeah.
When they came up on stage and that poor child just thought, was it in front of yourself and Dan, I think, Nettie?
Yeah, it was. He met Dan, and you could just see he was so nervous and excited. And he just kind of went from Dan to me, and he was still just kind of a bit dazed. And he just turned away from me and just threw up on the stage. And I'm not very good with sick, so I was just kind of like, oh my gosh! Like, I jumped up to help him, and like we got him water and stuff. And then like as soon as everyone came over to help him, I was like, I'll go through the queue and sign things just to get, because I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be sick in a minute. I was like, I'm gonna join it. Yeah.
And Pukevention was born.
Actually, I was going to say only one person was sick, but actually the last event we did in Galway, there was a young girl got sick, but she apparently was ill anyway.
Yeah.
That's not great advertising, is it?
We've never had a fainter, Nettie, have we? I've never had a fainter.
Oh, we did, kind of, in Insomnia
Oh
Island.
yeah, shaky legs. Yeah.
Tom was like, it was like a baby giraffe. He
It
like
was.
slid down the wall.
was.
We were like, oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah, because it was like he came up to us like, oh my God, and I saw him go. I was like ready to grab him. I thought he was gonna just like drop, and I was like, jeez.
But that was, he like kind of would calm down and talk to us normally, and then all of a sudden be like,
He
oh my God, I'm
realised-
talking to Nettie and Tom, and then he would start up again, and we're like, no, calm down.
It was
But
fun.
anyway,
we digress. We digress.
we get carried away. What is your favourite part about the events?
My favourite part.
When
At the
it's
end,
over.
yeah.
At the end. We're sitting
it's
down
over.
afterwards.
No. My favourite part is, I guess, so boring. We're just seeing the kids' faces when they see you guys, people they've been watching. Like nowadays, kids don't watch TV. They watch YouTube. They watch Netflix. The normal BBC One programs are nearly finished, I think, at this stage. And you are now their idols. Kids don't want to be ballerinas and pop stars anymore. They want to be these YouTubers. So to be able to bring you guys to meet, your fans, is one of the most overwhelming parts. I know at every event something happens where I always end up crying. For not disappointment, I have to say.
It's normally my horrible jokes, but you know,
Yeah.
it covers the territory.
Something grabs me. We have so many followers over here that come to every event.
Oh
And
Yeah,
yeah.
you do. Like
The same faces.
the family who's obsessed with pigs. I always see them at every event.
They're one of my favourites.
Yeah,
I love
they're all
seeing
funny.
them.
Yeah.
But the parents are now loving it too.
Yeah.
You know, and they've learned an awful lot. They're developing as well with the Minecraft within their home because they're learning more from the kids. They've learned an awful lot through my invention, and I suppose that's where we're now turning things slightly around for this year. By going bigger with our events, we're bringing in more of the education side of it and the inspiration side of it.
Yeah.
While still having the fun factor. You know, have that.
Yeah.
But we can't do it all in the size that we have currently been running.
No. Yeah.
So it's like everything, you've got to keep adapting and keeping things fresh, you know?
Of course, because how many events is it you've done now?
Oh, goodness.
There's so many, isn't there?
4, 5. Well, there's 5 on my wall there, but that finished on the February 2015.
Gosh.
I one or two.
There's been a lot. There's been quite. It must be about 10, 15?
Yeah, I
Been
was
a
thinking.
lot. Yeah.
10 or 15. And then also, I don't know if you guys are all aware, Lisa has also done the summer workshops where it's less people. And we would go over for that, and there would just be like a couple of us there. We'd do like Q&A. There would be Xboxes, like build battles, obstacle courses. There loads of Lego, and like you would go and like you have lunch there and stuff. It was really like nice days. But yeah, Tom, you did the first one, didn't you? You came up with challenges.
Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
Tom went with Mini Mooka.
Oh God.
You did it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
No sleep with Mini Mooka snoring.
Yeah, I remember, like, I think it was like, no, the thing was, like, that first summer camp we did, right? It was like me and Minnie, and I kind of like took charge a little bit. I was like, Minnie, right? We need to like, you know, we need to use our voices, we need to project our voices and do all this and that. And we ended up doing these massive, like, build battles and stuff. And I was basically like, right, everyone, so on the left side, and Minnie's just there, so next to projector all day. And then we got back. And I'm not joking. He got some, you know, got some chicken. You know what it's like, got some chicken. And he sat down, and I remember I got one of Xboxes. So I was playing Xbox in the room, and it was 6 o'clock. And he fell asleep from 6 o'clock to 1 a.m. And he was literally like that the whole entire time. I was like, how are you tired? You've just been stood next to a projector all day. I was like, oh, Minnie.
Whenever Tom is staying with Minnie, I always
get-
get sent loads of voice clips like, listen to this! Listen to what I'm having to put up with!
Worse. It's like, it's just constant. Like, he doesn't breathe, he just snores. Like, there's no, it's just like, so yeah.
But Lisa, what events do you have coming up now? Because we've got one in a couple of weeks, haven't we?
Next
In
weekend.
Peterborough.
Back in the Crescent, back in Peterborough. We were there last January, and it's a lovely little venue. Well, I say little venue, but then this year we've actually taken the upstairs as well. So we're on 2 floors this year.
Ooh.
Because we have brought in a bit more. We're not doing My Invention Plus. This is a normal My Invention. Well, with a twist. We've brought in some Minecraft VR. We have the rock band coming through. We have a server coming up, Snake MC server. We've got the build battles. Then we have the normals, the signing stage, the main stage. We've got 40 odd PCs and PlayStation 3s coming through as well.
Cool.
And we've got the Razor Bus. The Razor Bus is joining.
Yeah. That's really cool.
I will be there all day if you're allowed to fire me.
All 2 days.
2 days.
And then we've got Dublin in February.
Yeah. Then we start something different. We only physically have 2 events then outside of Peterborough this year. They're what we're calling My Invention Plus. So what we are doing is we are saying goodbye to the hotel function rooms. We are landing in the RDS in Dublin. Now that's something major for us. It will be make or break time, I think. It's scary, but in order to bring in what we want to bring in and give to the attendees, give to the kids, give to the parents, the guardians, we need to go bigger. So we're not going huge. We're going twice the size as what we usually would.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I'm listening, Lisa.
But we're bringing in the retro areas for the parents. Again, the Minecraft
sweet.
VR. The gaming bus is coming for the first time to Ireland. We have bringing over the likes of Stephen Isaacs from America. He's one of the Minecraft educators.
Stephen. He's awesome.
You would have met him through Mindfair, and Steve Reed is coming along with Adam Clark and Dragnos.
Oh, Dragnos.
So they are putting together the education, the inspiration area. We've got Craptopia coming along as well.
I know, I've heard all about this.
Have you seen her t-shirts? They are really cool.
No, I've not
seen
the
them.
t-shirts. I've heard about them, and I've heard about like her bits of merch and her little area and her the little battles she wants to do and stuff. So
It's on her Insta.
it does sound really cool. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I've not seen. Sorry.
Then we'll have an indie zone as well. So we've got local developers, from Ireland coming to show off some bits and bobs.
Cool. That sounds great.
And we have the usual build battles, etc. So, we're putting an awful lot more into, obviously, the My Invention Plus. We are having great fun trying to get some designs as well. So all I can say at the beginning is when you come in with your tickets and you're registered, pick up your lanards, you're going to walk through the portal to get into the room.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're trying to do that, and then from there we then take it up to Belfast, Titanic.
Yeah.
July.
Good.
Cool.
So
to
it gives us to work on more for July and more fun, and we've actually got a bigger room in Belfast. But
because you've never done one in Northern Ireland before, have you?
no, this will be our first time.
Yeah.
It's getting great excitement from the followers that we have. The RDS has been brilliant as well because we've never actually hit in Dublin City before.
Yeah.
Been able to get
there.
It's
always just outside, isn't it? In Meath. Meath. I say it wrong every time.
This is why we can't go back to Ireland now, Netty. You've ruined it.
Always every time. Well, everyone says it differently though as well.
It's like Galway. I don't say it wrong, and people get upset, and I'm like, I'm Northern, from the UK.
But with Meath, it seems to be everyone says it. Is that some people say like Meath, some people say Mead, some people say Meath. They say it like quickly, and they'll be like, you'll be like, oh yeah, it's in Meath, and they'll be like, oh, in Meath. It's like that's what I said. They're like, no, it's in Meath. And it's like, no, I don't know anymore. But yeah. But no, so in Dublin will be really cool. Yeah.
We're really looking forward to Dublin. It's going to be different.
Yeah.
But hopefully a lot more fun, a lot more content. And this is something we've really, I suppose, been really lucky and happy to get on board. Is what we have over here is a coding club called Coder Dojo. It originated from Ireland as well, and they're 5 to 7 years running. And 2 years ago, when I contacted them, could we do something? Could we collaborate? Do something together? Obviously, they have their terms and conditions with the clubs, etc. And it just wasn't possible. But over the last 2 years, we've obviously proved ourselves to do what we do as best as we can, and they're actually coming to join us. So what they're doing is they're showcasing for the first time work that they've done with the Ordnance Survey Island. And they have designed Ireland in Minecraft.
Cool.
Wow, that's really cool.
They're going to be showcasing that at the event, which is overwhelming. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's really exciting. So loads coming up. And the other really exciting thing, Big B is going to the one in Dublin.
Yay!
Yeah.
Everyone loves Big B.
All the parents like Big B.
Everyone loves Big B. But how is it dealing with YouTubers?
Bear in mind, Lisa,
he
can be onto it. Hold it against you. I just won't turn up.
Life's not booked yet, honey. It's taken a good 2 years.
She's being very choosy about her words here, Dave. You know, she's being very careful. It's not like you, Lisa. Just speak your mind. Go on, just speak your mind.
I know, but you told me you weren't going to edit, so I got to be careful. No, everyone is different, and you know what? The way I have a few little rules in my life, like I joke about it, I suppose. Work hard, play hard. I'm always upfront. You know, don't beat around the bush, and it's, you know, talk to me. You know, anyone can come over and talk to me. Say, I don't like this. Do like that. Not going to do this again. Blah blah blah, and that's fine. You know, the whole reason why my invention, which was originally, as I said, was only a once-off gig for 500 people, and we're still here 2 years later.
Can't you off now.
Oh God! The only reason why we are still here 2 years later is because we've listened to parents about what they want. We've listened to the kids, what they want to see, what they want to do, and we've listened to you guys. So I mean, you know, at the very first event, getting your feedback was it was hilarious. Thank God you did it somewhere comfortable. But you know, I mean, other from getting everyone's feedback, we won't continue. You know, and it would get boring. So it's great. It's great to be with everyone, I guess, and just you know, everyone. We all have our good and bad days, and you just gotta you know, take that in hand as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa always jokes that, like, because I'm really awful at replying at the time, and so it'll be a case of like if I reply, well, I'll reply, but maybe like a day or so later. And so she always jokes that, like, when I message, it will then be like, kids, like, this is it, we're dealing with this now.
Yeah.
She's finally replying.
She's driving up motorway. Stop! Netty's replying. Let's get back to her.
She usually replies, Tom. She usually replies in the middle of cooking dinner.
I know what she's like. I know what she's like. She texts me at 2 o'clock this morning to remind me something. I'm well aware of what she's like. I know.
It's when it's late and no one's talking to me. That's when my mind's ticking over. I'm like, oh yeah, I was meant to do that, or oh, that must be done, and I've got I get
messages of all hours from her. Some really important stuff that she's forgot to tell me. And I check my phone in the morning. And if I'm getting up like 8, 9 o'clock, there's one from 5 a.m. saying, Tom, we need to do this tomorrow. And I'm just saying, like, right, so she's not, you know, that's Netty. Or Netty does another thing, Lisa. Yeah. Have you noticed that she won't text you the whole message? She'll go, have you remembered to put washing out, and the pegs out, and the socks on, and she'll just like, I'll just like,
yeah.
Netty's texting me. Like,
it's all in bits.
Well, my voice is going. Whenever it's a wall of text, I always think it's a bit like, oh, I can't be bothered to read that. But if it's in little bite-sized chunks, it's sort of a bit nicer to read.
Okay, so.
And also, it gets people's attention.
Yeah, I had one this morning. I was just laying in bed like, it's like, Netty's texting me. How do you know? Netty's texting me. Trust me.
Yeah.
And I learned one thing, a very valuable lesson. I think actually Hannah did as well the very first year. Was we now turn our phones off around 10 o'clock at night because you just get so many messages between when you guys all wake up at 10 o'clock. Between 10 and 7, and it wasn't husbands didn't like it, that kind of thing.
Oh, you were texting Netty. Oh, right.
But it is because obviously our times and body clocks, like I would say I'm on a more of an American body clock. I tend to sleep in and go to bed late.
Yeah.
Rather than, and so then we'll be replying to people where our jobs are kind of odd times, and it is a constant thing. Like, we kind of forget that other people have normal work hours.
Yeah, I'm saying for the weekend as well. Like, I'll message someone like, it's Sunday, and I was like, Sunday?
Like, what's this weekend thing?
I only did that yesterday, and I messaged somebody. I have to have a look back to see who messaged who first. But I just remember that person then said, oh, I'll wake so-and-so up. And I went, no, God, no, don't. It's a Sunday. and I was like, what? So that was Gracie now, and I oh, wake, stand me up, he would never talk to me again.
Don't wake them up. That is not okay. But like, I guess you must have it with events as well. Like, days don't really matter so much. Like, they just sort of blend in. Like, whether I guess you've got like family life as well, so you have to have a bit of like weekend and week.
I suppose. The first year we lived and breathed my invention. I mean, the first day the ticket sales went on after our first event. We'd done that one-stop gig in Galway. Everyone wanted more, because then we were able to hook up 3 events in January, within the next 4 weeks after that. And the first day the ticket sales went on, and we're not a big hierarchy company. It's me, myself, and I had Hannah. Hannah, unfortunately, has a family and another job that she had to back away a bit, but she's still at the events, which is great. And then from Hannah, jumped on Simon. So it's just me and Simon now that are just totally putting this together. But myself and Hannah were sitting in my kitchen, and we had 3 laptops, we had 4 phones. I think I had a raging cold, so there was the sink was full of tissues, and tickets went on sale. Well, we crashed the website.
Oh my God.
Tried to get the other guy to get something. I don't know. I'm not tech. So trying to get the website back up again, and it's just crazy. So the first year we lived and breathed my invention. The second year we realised that you can turn your phone off at night and not emails till the next morning, and we're like, you have a family to look after as well.
Yeah, it's very difficult that.
Oh yeah,
separating work and real life.
It takes a while. It takes a while, but I mean, then when you get the call from Mindfair to say, well, look, we need you in Philadelphia, it was like, okay, put the family to the back again. And
we'll care about you again later.
Yeah, kids, you know that game Minecraft? Come play it. Got some stuff to do.
But I remember in that January when you first started, and when I stayed in Ireland, and then you took me to yours, and I remember being in the car with you, and your phone did not stop. And she'll be telling a story and talking, and then her phone will go. She'll be like, 1 second, and she'll be just chatting to people like, oh yeah, check your emails, do this, blah blah blah, and then she'll stop, and then she'll carry on with the story straight away, and then her phone would go again, and it was just kind of just to do the story. Your phone did not stop. It was crazy. I just remember being like, oh my gosh.
I'm just looking, we had Mousy over that time. We brought her over.
Yeah.
I remember that one child walked into a room in Galway and Mousy was up on the stage, and this child just, again, it was those giraffe legs. Yeah. And I went, oh my God, something's going to happen here. And we literally picked and lifted this girl up and brought her over to Mousy before she was sick or fainted. It's crazy. It's crazy. But oh my God, when you get emails after the event from parents and pictures from, via Facebook, Twitter, and my kid's best day ever, they won't take the T-shirt off, they won't take the lanyard off, and they're saying, well, please take the lanyard off, I don't want them choking during the night. It's trying to be,
I love that's the thing that goes through your head, Lisa. So funny.
How many people I've told, please take the lanyard off.
What would you say is the hardest thing about events? About doing my invention?
Well, again, we're not a big company, so we don't have sponsorship that other companies could have. It's very hard as well with us because we decided a while back that we're not going to go into the big gaming, conventions, because there's quite a few out there, and even in Ireland, they're now starting to come through. Like once upon a time, 2 years ago, there was nothing. But now Insomnia, they came over last July, which is great. They're coming again this year. Yeah. And also we've got a new one starting in March as well. So these are big gaming conventions that would probably, they wouldn't be for the kids, for the family, much as our age category would. Yeah. And plus, obviously, they do, over 18 games and everything, which is great. So we decided that we would base ourselves that we are the family gaming, so everything is really from the age of maybe 5 to 16. And that's what we sort of adapted, and I think that's the way that we're going along with the education side of it. So we have a different niche to everyone else, but there's enough, I think, for everyone to
I like how my invention is. What is the ultimate dream? So if there was nothing holding you back, so say not if you won the lottery tomorrow, because then you might say you'll never do my invention again. But if you won a special lottery where it was just for my invention,
a sponsor by some huge company in this area. If you got a big sponsor, say if Coca-Cola said, "Oh, we'll sponsor you," or whatever else.
If
would it be a my invention bus touring Australia?
God, Gary Fraggers, get onto it. If I didn't have to worry about the money, I suppose that's the hardest thing, is because we can only provide what the ticket sales give us. And we do a few other bits and bobs for the YouTubers that I know that other events might not do. So we do work off a very, very tight budget. And to be honest, this year has actually seen us literally drawing a line over the last 2 years, and we're starting from scratch this year.
Really?
So it's as if we've just started all over again, and that's scary. But hell, if we don't do it, I was only talking to Raider Wolf during the week, and she said, I might just give it up, and just do normal job. It sounds great. Even me, a normal job sounds great. but then I'd always say, well, what if?
Yeah.
What-
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got to keep on plodding, and it's the dream. But my dream is to go more with decoration, give the wow factor. So when you walk into that room, you go, wow.
Yeah.
Because to date we've not been able to do that.
Oh, are you saying that you don't say wow when you see our faces?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
It's like,
Lisa?
what?
I want to give more pizzazz to the event. So, and now with us working, like with the guys in America, which is great, we bring on a few more education guys from even for Europe now. So it'd be interesting to get the RDS event completed and then to see what they thought and where they think that we could go and we could work together, and where does it go from this, So that's the exciting time.
I want Lisa to have a My Invention bus. I want a big bus with like My Invention branding on, and we could have like little beds in there, like a tour bus, and then we can travel Australia.
Australia.
Yeah.
New
A
Zealand.
tour for ages, Tom.
Really?
It's been for like
She
a
just
year
wants
or
her own
so.
comfy corner, Lisa. Don't listen to her. She just
Yeah,
wants,
I like
she wants
comfy corner.
she just wants fluffy walls and all this kind of stuff. Like
I want to play Pass the Pig on a bus.
I think what we should do is
goals.
like we should finalize exactly what Mindfair dates are next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully if they're
Oh, I think we
pretty
lost
release dates wise.
Lisa, we lost you for a second there.
I'm
If you would like to repeat that.
I'm here. But we need to get the Mindfair dates. Then we need to organise a bus. We need to take 2 or 3 months out and just tour around America while going to Mindfair. I think
2 or
that's
3 months.
oh god.
Yeah, we can prep
Yeah.
our videos and we could do vlogs whilst we're there.
That's the ultimate test of friendship. 3 months on a bus together. Jeez. I've done 3 weeks with you, Netty, and that was actually wasn't too bad.
I was actually thinking about this. Say, like, so flights to Australia or something like that, they're really, really expensive. But if you did multiple events in that time, then that would be like lots of flights to Ireland. It will add up to around the same if we just covered X amount of events. So if we were there for a set amount of time, we could tour Australia.
So, if you'd like us to come to Australia, let us know in the comment section down below. Also, make sure your parents are going to pay for us to come over.
Like the other day, oh sorry, go on,
So
Lisa.
where do you want to see us next?
Yeah, well, I was messaging Lisa the other day, and we were just chatting like privately, and I was joking like, oh, like keep it to like areas where there's not much, like there's not many gaming events. Like, how about an event in Hawaii and like sort of like at different places? Or I was like, or an event in Australia. And then with that, like no exaggeration, like it must have been like 10 minutes after that conversation, someone tweeted me going, Netty, are you ever going to do any events in Australia? I like screenshot it. I was like, Lisa, look, like I didn't prompt, I promise. Like this actually just
we always
happened.
get loads of requests from Australia and New Zealand, because obviously it's like literally the other side of the world for us. But like
Dubai as well.
Dubai.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'd melt over there. I'd melt. I would melt over there. Jeez.
But yeah. So apart from melting, is there any particular moments and things at any event that has stuck out to you for being like, oh, this is really special? Like one moment like that you've just kind of had that fuzzy feeling.
There's a few, like, I mean, some of the events, some we wouldn't get any requests, but we've worked, I guess, with some of the charities, and we've met quite a few kids and families, I guess, adults too, from like Make the Wish Foundation. So we'd work with them, we'd bring them in first as well, and it'd be great. It'd just be great for families to get together. We had a lovely family that we met in Galway last, actually, and mum and dad and 3 kids. And it's funny because I'm now talking to the mother pretty much every day. Whereas we've been emailing each other for months coming up to the event to make sure that we could do things good for the kids. And so it's that kind of relationship there where it comes to supporting charities and getting the kids. And then you go from another side, then the likes of, again, in the last event, Jedward turned up. I mean, and now they're on Celebrity Big Brother.
Big Brother, yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, did you not know they went in the other day?
Oh no!
It's all really
I know
exciting.
we just want to watch Big Brother every night, and it's not appropriate. But so we're sort of trying to let her see a bit of this and a bit of that. Then I suppose the other one was made this year when you brought a friend over, Netty, as a surprise.
Oh yeah. When we surprised Lisa with Squishy. Lisa hit me because of that.
Do I need to edit this bit out?
She was like, she told me off for surprising her with Squishy. She was like, "Oh, you!"
How dare you?
Nobody ever surprises me. It's always me doing it to other people. And it was only twice in my life I can say that I've been surprised, and that was one of them.
I hope Ken isn't watching this.
I have to say though that, you know, we were sitting around at dinner when she came into the room, and with all the technology that everyone around that table has, I cannot believe, but I appreciate that nothing was ever filmed.
Yeah.
It was our downtime, Lisa. We're not constantly switched on like, something funny's going to happen. Get your phone out. I'm ready.
Yeah, Lisa's about to embarrass herself to get the phones out. That's what I'm surprised no one
else was in on it apart from Hannah and Jason.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I was like, what are you doing here?
Well, Tom, you almost ruined it.
I was talking to you, I think, at the table.
Yeah, well, I walked in on my own, and I was sort of saying hi to people, and Squishy was coming down behind me, but I got stopped by people on the way in. Yeah. So Squishy didn't give me enough time to actually get in and sit down and stuff. So I got in, and I was kind of like, Choo Choo was saying hi to me, and I was really distracted, almost like wanting to get past and sit down. But so I must have looked really rude, just sort of like, oh, hi, like, kind of thing, like trying to sit down. And then like Squishy just came in, and I was just like, oh, I wasn't ready. But yeah.
Oh, it was mortifying. You know, I apologized to this, you know, waitress that, she looked like someone we knew. And then she showed me her name badge. She said Casey, and she just had this accent. No, my name is Casey. I'm so sorry. I said, you just look like someone. I said, even that blonde bit in your hair. And Tom started sniggering or snorting, and I was, oh my God. I looked at you and you just nodded, and I just died of death. And then the next thing then is, oh my God, security, ticket sales, what have we asked?
I did like confirm with Hannah like it would be okay, and that it was like she was in on it, so I didn't just bring a random person to an event. Like I did get permission from one of the people who at the time Hannah was still in a large part of helping with the organising, wasn't it? So I didn't just like surprise them too much.
Wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh my God, I want to go back.
I think there would be a riot.
Oh God. But it was, I suppose they're two of my main ones, along with the charities. Yeah, that's my highlights.
What did like your family and friends sort of think when you first started doing like Minecraft events, and like the people who like, obviously Hannah is like one of your best friends, and she was like involved. What were the people like outside, and like, because obviously your mum's has your mum been to an event? Your mum?
She's seen an event. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Ken's parents been to.
Oh yeah, they surprised
me
always in November. Yeah. And they don't understand what it is. They don't understand what YouTube is, but they know that I'm having a lot of fun at the moment doing what I'm doing. So don't ask too many questions, you know.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. But what would you say is the most important thing for like running an event? For you
gotta have fun, enjoy what you do. I sound like you now, Netty. God, say, isn't it? Yeah, I was actually only looking at an old video the other day. It's trying to, I suppose the hardest thing maybe is trying to meet everybody's expectation of what they think your event is going to be. You know, we had an instance only a couple of events ago where the mother with 2 kids was unhappy, and I said, okay, what was your expectation? I don't know. Okay, and I sat down with the children. It was like saying to children, well, have you been to our events before? No. Okay, have you any friends that have? No. Do you know what we do at the events? No. Yeah. So I went back to the parent and I said, well, you know, did you read up on our website, on our Facebook, Twitter, anything about what the event is? No. And it was like, well, you know, you need to know, do a bit of research about what you're coming to. So trying to meet everyone's expectations is extremely hard, because what one person thinks has been a great day, the next person will say, well, this is rubbish. So that's the hard thing with events. But I mean, you'll never get any event 100%. Everyone's happy.
Oh no, as soon as you've got a large amount of people, there's always someone that is going to be unhappy, and often it's like for a silly reason. Like I remember one time on the Facebook page, someone made a complaint saying that there was only like fizzy drinks and only like sweets and stuff, and they couldn't get food and drink, and they were at the American sweet stand, and they didn't see that there was the whole section at the back that had food and water and like different things. And it was like, sometimes there's people who'll complain and it's just like, you've not looked. Like that's not the case.
I mean, a lot of the times, even now, you know, you can put up a boost on Facebook kind of thing, and next thing kids say, well, where do I get the tickets? It's on the page, you know, it's the bottom, you know, on the website there, you know, how much tickets? Please look at the website. Who's going to what YouTubers are there? Please look at the poster I've just posted. Your names are up there. You know, it's it can be frustrating. It's different again, because I deal, you know, and Simon now with everything. So we're dealing with the emails, all the social media, the tickets as well, you know, so it's an awful lot. Whereas other companies would have sections, you know, you have a team that deal with this, team would deal with that. And I can see going into the larger events now, how lovely that must be for a larger company. You're just designated to one area of the event and you get it organised, whereas it's a lot to do. It's a lot to do. But it's exciting, it's good, and I guess I'm very passionate about it, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Like from going to the events and things, Tom and I have obviously seen that for you, your team that you have are often like, you've got a lot of friends and family from like your village, or like you've got like Janet, who's a mum from like the town and stuff like that, and you've got your kids are running around and helping and doing things, and you've got like your husband there, and then you had your best friend and her husband and things like that. How do you think that has helped you, rather than just getting in other people?
I've been very lucky that I guess we've kept everyone for the last 2 years. Like we have two other girls. We have my niece. So if you're familiar with my invention, niece Leah, she does the full battle stages, and then one of her friends, a girl called Jemima, now looks after the main stage.
She used to teach the Coda Dojo as well, didn't she?
That's right, yeah. So she's very familiar with a lot of, you know, I guess it's like the code inside of Minecraft, etc. But they've become, you know, fantastic. Like Jemima's now joining me in Peterborough next month, 2 weeks time. Leah can't, unfortunately, this time, but they'll be all back together again for Dublin and the RDS. It's great because everyone is so connected. I mean, even Janet, that would help me now do the merchandise, she'd turn around and say, right, you want to be selling this. This sells really well. You know, I'm going to stop selling this. I've done it for 2 years. It's getting boring. You know, and everyone is so passionate about the event because of what it does and brings so many people together. I remember going to, again, God, it's Mind Fair again, and we met two girls. I met two girls that were followed me for a couple of years, and then they saw via my page that Mind Fair was on, so Mind Fair was nearer to where they lived. They'd been on YouTube for a number of years, but never physically met, but had the passion of Minecraft, and they met for the first time there.
That's really nice. I like that.
They're a big fan of Squishy, so if it's the crowd, I text Squishy to say hello and a picture, and the next thing she replied back to them. And I mean, when you can do that for just people out of 2,000 people, whatever, you know you've done it. You know, it's making dreams come true, and I absolutely love it.
Well, I've always admired that you've had the early access for the different charities. Like, I don't know if you all know, Lisa has like a early access. So for the first hour, for people who struggle with loud noises and crowds and things like that, they get to come in and it's a lot quieter. The lights are a bit brighter, and we're all, sorry, my voice is going. And then like we're all there early and stuff. And so we get to like hang out with them a bit. And I really like that you've always done that.
Yeah, me too.
But what made you come up with that idea? Because that's not something I've really seen at any other event, like ever. And if so, it's been since you've done that, and I think maybe they picked up from it.
it's not something we had at the first event. That's the truth. And then the response that we got from the first event, I did not realise how much Minecraft was such a large, game within, fall under the umbrella, of children with sensory needs, etc. And children with autism. And if there's a family of 4 kids and one child has autism, this is the only thing, Minecraft, that can actually 4 children can come and join together and go to an event together. Whereby, I've got friends that, some friends have five kids, 2 children maybe have autism, but it means dad having to take those children away after an hour, and the mum, so they're splitting up as a family unit. Whereas Mindvention, they find that child that usually can only handle half an hour in that kind of environment, that'd be the child you're kicking out at 6 o'clock in the evening, saying you've got to go home.
Like, please go.
I love it. And so, you get so many parents coming up to us and saying, oh, well, my child won't handle an hour. I differ to say, you bring your child to one of our events, and believe me, a number of those children will enjoy it. And just because, again, they're focused on Minecraft, they're focused on everything, and they just have so much fun. And it's all within one room, so the parents can take a coffee, sit down, and still watch them going around the room doing their own thing.
No, it is lovely.
We did come up with an issue with Dublin and the Belfast because of, say, just ticket prices, really, more than anything. But what we've done is we've worked with Sensational Kids, and we're providing an area, calling the sensory area, so like a chill out section. So it will have, like what you saw at
Shay's Dreamland.
Shane's Dream Factory. They're coming on board with their bus, so we're going to have another bus there, but it has all the sensory, it's all kitted out and that. They're going to join our sensory area as well. And it's just going to be, it's good that we can try and do as much as we can, without, providing the very, very cheap tickets, which is what we had done to date. Unfortunately, we just cannot, the business won't, succeed if we continue the way we were doing. But we're trying to allow that, and to still try and accommodate for children for needs and that. So it'll be interesting to see how it works out, what feedback we get, and how we can then maybe change it around to suit Belfast.
Cool. No, that's really cool. Tom, do you want to say something that you think that Lisa, the Mindvention team do well?
Been put on a spot
like
now.
What do you think?
I think that like we've just been previously saying, that like if there's anything that's, the thing is I like about the event, if there's anything that someone said that Lisa takes it on board and she puts it into
this is what I was gonna say.
Into practice. Well, you should have gone first, then, shouldn't you? Because so say like if we were doing like a meet and greet and stuff like that, and there's like some of us on the actual stage, and then some of us go through the crowd, and it kind of like keeps everyone also engaged, and it kind of like makes it goes a lot smoother, if that makes sense. Like when we started doing that, like, so say if it was like the last time when it was like me, you, Martin and Squishy, like Martin and Squishy stayed on stage and me and you went through a crowd, and then that way people were like, oh my god, like Netty's right there, she's right there, and stuff like that, and that works pretty well. And like at other events you couldn't really do that. I just like the fact that like if you say something like, Lisa, maybe we could try this, it'll work better. She's not just gonna be like, it's my event, sweetheart, I know what I'm doing, you don't, you know what I mean? She takes on board what we say and puts it into good, practice and stuff like that. And she's, I think, and she's nice to us.
It's the not she's not, she looks after us, but no, because like if something's not quite perfect, like someone will give feedback. Like for example, people complained about a length of a queue for a meet and greet, so Lisa was like, okay, what can we do about this? And now they've got a big screen by the queue where you can constantly watch, so it's almost like you're just in an audience watching what's on the stage whilst you're in the queue. And so it's kind of keeping everyone entertained and having people going through the lines and stuff. So every time there's something, like even if something's not perfect, Lisa will tweak it until it's, so every event it changes slightly, and that's something that I really admire, because I think it's being able to improve or it's like constructive criticism, I guess, and it's and like Lisa always changes it, which I think's the best thing. But
I think one of your questions there, have you ever fangirled at an event?
Who asked?
No,
you?
I fangirled the other day. But
Why?
it wasn't at an event. I was Christmas shopping.
Oh, I saw.
Yeah.
I saw.
You know what?
Netty tried to stitch me up. She texted me saying, never guess who Lisa's got for the new My Invention. I was like, you're lying. I know she hasn't. Don't even say that. Like,
I'm working on it, honey. I'm working on it. I was shaking. Talking to him. And I just, oh my God. And my poor mother had the shopping trolley full of shopping. And I just shoved her to the side of the room.
God's sake.
Oh my God. It's so funny. But I was shaking. I was like, oh my.
He's very nice. He's a nice chap to talk to. He's not very...
Very polite, bless him. But I bet he just was thinking, I'll just go away.
Crazy ladies in supermarkets.
Who's this crazy lady?
Oh dear.
But before we end this episode, do you want to say hi to your kids?
Hi kids.
Because I'm sure that you got told off, didn't you, a little bit before coming on? Like, don't do anything embarrassing.
Oh, that's
or
right.
watch it.
I can talk like that, yeah.
Should we embarrass them?
Shauna, you crazy monkey.
Oh yeah, that hasn't changed. Oh, how can we embarrass them? I don't know. I'll just say hello to them anyway. So Kieran, we're here because of you. It's your own fault. Come on, start playing another game and we'll do another mention. Hey.
Yeah.
Aoife lost her laptop yesterday.
No.
How can you lose a laptop when you haven't even left the house?
Oh,
Oh, it's in the house somewhere then.
We lost a laptop in the house.
That's alright, you'll find it.
I just bought all the new equipment for all her recording and everything for Christmas, and that's on it. So, don't know where that is right now.
we were going to embarrass her when we came to yours, weren't we? We were going to pick her up from school on Hannah's donkey.
Oh, yeah.
Just to embarrass her. Like, hi! We're here to take you home.
This is a message to all the kids that listen to Big and Little Thoughts. Have a thought and don't ever invite a YouTuber to your house. And if you do not give them a Sharpie pen and show them the bedroom walls.
Don't turn up at YouTuber's house as well while we're on the subject. Like,
Yeah.
throwing that out there.
But we scribbled all over. Well, we didn't scribble. We signed the wall.
Jeez.
But it's big, isn't it? It's a really big signature.
But now there's a little.
There's loads more now.
And another one on another wall saying Netty smells, and then solidarity. I was going to call him Timmy then. He then writes on it, crosses out something, and then Snake Doctor's done the same. So you're all just having a fight. So whoever comes into the house next just crosses
Me!
out.
Yeah, Tom's gonna come in.
You're gonna come.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming and talking to us, and
For inviting me.
giving your views. And we'll be in My Invention in a couple of weeks.
Next
And so I'm
weekend.
sure you guys, so you guys will see all the photos and everything like that. So yeah. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye! Big and Little Thoughts will have an outro soon. But if you have got one, leave in the comment section below. Bye!